Hola, mis amigos. Welcome back, guys, to episode number 3 now of season number 5 of this Ajax Road to Glory. Not just Ajax, it can be whatever you want it to be, because we're going to keep on going with this. As today, I'm going to go straight away and show you the fixtures. As you may well know, if you've been watching this series so far, we, of course, are in this month of August, which is transfer time, as we play the home leg against Mayatia. We play the home leg against them. We did beat them, and we did beat Feyenoord in the last episode. Very good results before Wilhelm away on the deadline day. As then we've got Hercules, Zwolle, and Cambuur if we do get onto them. So the games today should not be too hard. They're important, like, because it's still the start of the season, and we have this playoff round straight away. But they're not the hardest of games. Just get an offer straight away in for De Lange. It's a loan deal from, let me select that one. Yeah, there we go, from Huesca. And I am going to just try and get it a normal loan. Don't want to be losing my youth, because I might actually have to play them a little bit more. For this second leg as well, I know we're just holding on to the win as it stands, but I am going to change the team up a little bit more. Rodriguez can actually come off all together. We'll put this youth player on the bench. Van de Brink. Is it your time to get into that team? Who knows? As it's Safanov in goal now, 80 rated. Got good potential, this guy. Kleiber, Mosquera, or Mosquera, I've been told that there's no T in that name. Mosquera. With Doki, El Karauni, Cubas, Hamer, and Klaassen. With Said Benrahma, Van der Waal, and Van der Brink has actually slipped into the team. And Tuna left, didn't it? Okay, I'm going to go with the youth player. Let's go with him. I didn't even notice he was there. I forgot. Yeah, we sold Antuna, as we need to try and find a new left winger now. That is a position we definitely need before hopefully Wilhelm and hopefully the window shuts. And let's have a look at this. It's actually Mayalata Spor, not Mayalata. Their team is Torres, Skipina, Wallace, Haddadi, Hafez, Delberto, Mishamara, Malan, Ezilak, Apazola Zala, and Tete. Hopefully I didn't offend any of those players by saying the names wrong. I mean, they're not watching anyway. I should be able to get away with that one as the game is underway. Mosquera with a ball out to the left back. El Karauni. We could have played Delag this season, but of course I'm going to opt for the guy we just spent the money on last season. As can we get off to an early start in this one with this rotated team? Get the youth player a touch on the ball, a bit of confidence in him. As Klaas now into Gustavo Hamer, onto Van der Waal. He gives it out to Said Benrahma. He's a little bit unfit for this one. He's playing a lot of games and tries to put a ball in. Definitely a bit of an ask-like, as there's a ball down the line into Hafez. Hafez, I don't know where he's going to go with this one. He's going to go backwards, and that's straight into Gustavo Hamer, into Van der Waal, who's going to try and run a little bit, into Said Benrahma. Where can we go with this? Van der Waal still continuing his run. Can we get that over the top? That's a beautiful ball. If it sticks, which it does. And I was going to sweaty that across to the youth player, who'd made a great run as well, as there's a handball in that move. 11 minutes in, free kick in a dangerous position, and it's only just Gustavo Hamer with the better free kicks. Can we make them pay right here? A lot of power. That's decent curl. That's off the crossbar on the back of the keeper. That should have been one. A little bit too central for my liking though, so just get it a little bit further out and that would have been perfect. There's a dodgy pass in the middle from them. Danilo Durecki to pick up on it, onto Davy Klaassen now, as Klaassen's going to give this into Van der Waal. Van der Waal, one more. That's a good ball through. El Karauni, can we cut that back for the youth player? Van der Brink! He hits it at Klaassen, who's in his way. The captain, move! It is a lot better than the first leg, of course. However, cross in. Mosquera gets the header away. Straight onto Van der Waal. And Said Benrahma to run away with it right here. He's going to put that through. Davy Klaassen did have an option. Just cut off in the end, though, as Cubas now has to give that out to the left back. El Karauni running forward. He needs to try and get it to the edge. Cubas cut across. Davy Klaassen goes low. Hits the water bottle. Nothing more. And yes, people, I've just paused this game half an hour in because I've just spotted I didn't have the face cam on. Silly me. I am here now. I am here. I would record the video again, but I'm in a little bit of a rush today, as hopefully we are for another goal. Davy Klaassen gets the ball right here. Van der Waal running in front. We're not going to opt for him, though. We're going to keep on going with Klaassen. Now into Said Benrahma. Benrahma over the top to Van der Brink. It is Brink, isn't it? Yeah, Van der Brink. As he's going to whip a ball in. That's a decent one, and Kleiber didn't connect. The right back flooding forward didn't get the kick on it, as we're playing very well. Cubas! Oh, it's off the bar again. Absolute domination in this game as we still keep hold of the ball. Van der Brink onto Cubas. It's very slow from them. Dominating. That's handball again. Please give it as Klaasen's going to go for one. And Torres saves it. Their youth keepers providing the goods for them as Malan heads it away at the front post as well. Can we get one before half-time like they did? Please say we can. It's onto Danilo, the centre-back, and saved again. Just can't get it to come, but here we go. Gustavo Hamer. That's a better one. Apilaza, though, just can't get onto it. And Dilberto, what a name that is, passing it backwards for them to try and rebuild and move. It's into Dilberto again. Just chase them down. Benrahma didn't get there, did he? But Haddadi now over the top. Head that, please, Climber. Doesn't head it. Tries to get a foot on it. Does get it on right here and into Gustavo Hamer as now Hamer goes through the middle. This is another move just before the break. Van der Brink on the brink of the defence. It's not going to fall for him. It's another handball from them though. They've got a lot of them, giving a lot of them away as we're going to give that back to the left back to whip one in to Cubas, who is free as a bird. Klaasen head that down. Doesn't work out though, and it's going to be them to pass it away as at half-time 0-0. Shouldn't be though. Absolutely bloody all over him. As Gustavo Hamer with it right here. Into Kleiber, into Mosquera. As Danilo, he's going to have to pass one around there right as well. Into Kleiber. Klaasen. Oh, bad tackle coming in on him, but we're going to ignore that. We're going to try and whip in a ball. Benrahma goes for one, and it's another handball. Given again. Man, Stu. A couple of them have been given lately, have there? So I'm gonna just gamble on these. I love to gamble on these, like, ones that are really out wide. See if anything happens. As it wasn't badly placed, but the scoreline does stay at 0-0. Hopefully not for long. Van der Waal round the corner. That is a brilliant ball into Van der Brink. Can he just dip one over? It's just past Klaasen. Can you just stick a foot out, captain? Because then we'd have a goal if you did. As Kleiber has to win that header again. Can we get something? Van der Brink on a run. Can the youth player actually score? He's off for one. And his shooting isn't up to scratch yet. Unlucky with that chance right there as Gustavo Hamer. Cubas into Klaasen. Building it very, very patiently. Klaasen with a good run right there. If he's onside, which he isn't, would have been good. As we're going to get Van der Laan on now. Another youth player at right back, bringing them through. And to be fair, even though we should be winning this game, they haven't done too badly. The likes of Van der Brink. Well, only Van der Brink at the moment. We've got another Van der Brink on the bench. Maybe his half-brother or something. As can we get that ball right there? Van der Laan, we do. Very, very nicely. As Said Benrahma pass that to the side into Hamer. Hamer into Klaasen. Klaasen now into Van der Waal. And we're going to go over the top again. Van der Brink beat him onto that. Sadiq heads it. And Gustavo Hamer with the ball in the middle. Gives it into Klaasen. Into Van der Waal. Van der Waal around the corner into Cubas. If he's onside here, Van der Brink could have been a chance. Tries to cut inside. Nothing happening as he needs a kit number as well. Maybe he gets Antuna's number, which I think was 7 or 10. I'm not sure which. As Malan with the ball right here across the middle. And we've managed to tackle them again. We seriously need a goal. We're embarrassing ourselves by not scoring as Klaasen. Give that out wide into Van der Brink. Can Van der Brink try and cut inside? He's just not got the feet for it. As of course, if they do score as well, that'll be one away goal for them. So they still won't beat us as Victor Jensen comes on. And that's a free kick against us. I don't see where that's come from, but we'll just have to live with it as Wallace tries to chip one over. Hamer gets his head on it. Van der Laan into Jensen. Quick turn. Can we try and get a ball out wide? Van der Waal's going to wait for Said Benrahma, who does take that down very well. In the middle to Jensen, battling, still beaten by Wallace. And Van der Laan with the ball down the line into Benrahma. As Benrahma gives this into Van der Waal. There's a ball through the middle right there onto Jensen if he can get there. But Wallace has been very good in this game. They've had a solid defence, to be fair to them. Biggest chance from us, probably the crossbar hits and, of course, the free kick crossbar hit. That was the best of the bunch. Still, there's room for a goal, I feel like. Can we get one late on, just to guarantee us a bit of morale going into a simulated game next? Van der Brink, the youth player, hitting it over the crossbar. That was a chance. As the other Van der Brink comes on, maybe we need to learn their first names. Just call them their first names, first name basis. As Torres to whack that upfield. Can we still win a header and cause some upset? I mean, upset. We're at home in the playoff round of the Europa League. They shouldn't be upset, but we're going to keep on fighting. Haddadi with a strong touch. He puts one in the middle into Van der Brink to Reed, and we are through to the Europa League. What a success. We should be in the Champions League, a club like Ajax, but it's a rebuild at the moment, and I will take that. First a trophy, second qualification. Just got to get better in the league as we sit 4th spot, and I'm going to look for some signings, of course. Games rearranged. Does it show us straight away what our group is in the Europa? I would absolutely love it if it did. Come on. I would love it. Love it as we're going to go to Europa League. we have Leverkusen, Basel, and Amiens. That's not the easiest, you know. That is definitely not the easiest. Amiens' badge is looking like it's glitching out as well. Is that actually their badge? I don't know. I've never seen that badge before. Maybe it's changed. But Leverkusen and Basel, you know what I mean? Looking around at other places, there's definitely easier draws as Liverpool are in the Europa League. Not Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool are in the Europa League. And Barcelona are in the Europa League. I mean, Barca's doing bad in real life. Maybe a little bit understandable. But Liverpool. I don't think we're winning this. And looking at my signings for deadline day, here are the 2 players I want. And you'll be thinking, these don't look like Ajax players. Probably because I want to keep a bit of a profit margin for the January transfer window. And these players look good. Jefferson Lerma, definitely a backup player if we can get him in. 30-year-old, maybe a bit older. No, I'm going to take Lerma off. But Sam Greenwood could replace Antuna, I feel like, on the left wing. But I do want to play youth players as well. That last game, even though a draw has proven that youth players are not the worst thing you can actually do in games. You can play them and they can do well. As I'm going to prove it here against 18th place. Watch this. We're definitely going to win. We are definitely going to win this game. So we're going to make 2 changes. Van der Vaal and Leibad, should I say? Leibad. And Danilo going up front. Jensen stays on the bench. Of course, our midfield is so overrun with good players. And this is a guaranteed win. Wilhelm away before deadline day. Ignore what I just said. It's a 0-0, so... I feel like crying. That's not good. As Gustavo Hamers, I don't know what these are talking about. Leibad, he could go on the right and Benrahma on the left, actually. Maybe that's an idea? Yeah, I never thought about that. Leibad can play at right wing, so I feel like we've got a complete-ish team right there. I want to use youth, so we've got youth on the bench. We've got Berghaus, who needs to hurry up back. And we've got a lot of money, which I would love to spend, but players just don't want to come to us because they don't want to drop down. I tell you what, I think they're just making excuses, as I found another player right here. This guy can play wing and striker, and he's Dutch, so I'm going to take Greenwood off, even though free agent who looked good. I'm going to go for Romano Postema, so this is going to be our first deadline day signing. Maybe more to come, but we're going to try and get him in. I'd love the addition, so 12 million is what we will offer. They want Mosquera in the deal. Or Mosquera. Still can't say it. We're going to offer 14 million. I am not letting my centre-back go. 15.7. It's expensive for him, I feel like, but Southampton drive a hard bargain. 15. Accepted. I'm going to play it a different way today. Romano Postema actually not going to completely sign a contract straight away. I'm going to go through and look at other players and like rack up the contracts. I was actually looking at my transfer profit. I haven't actually done what they wanted me to do. We need to make 129. We've made 125 with 4 million off. But we've got to spend that money. We've got to get that backup striker / winger in. That is what we need the most at the moment. Maybe right back as well. And don't worry guys, I am taking your suggestions in as well from the comments. I do read them, but it's quite hard to actually make signings at this club still because people don't want to drop to our league or say it's a drop. Anyways, we've got 2 players right here. Hiddy to Avest and Milan van Eerwyck. I'm going to take him off and I'm going to try and go for Hiddy van Eerwyck. Both of these aren't scouted, mind you, but he's got a better evaluation. He's older, more experienced. We definitely need a right back. He's definitely going to be higher rated than Kleiber. Let's try and go in for him as... Oh, never mind. We can't get him. Doesn't want to go to a rival club. So can we get Van Eerwyck? He's back again. And hey, we can go in for this guy. So let's go for our backup option, shall we? I still hope he's better than Kleiber. He's definitely younger, isn't he? Kleiber's ancient. As everyone wants Mosquera in the deal. Our youth centre-back, who was here before I came here, is going nowhere. 10.9 is a good deal for this guy. 13.6, I mean... I'll pay it. I see potential in him, even though I don't see his rating. Said I'd pay it. I actually got it a bit cheaper, didn't I? So we'll sign these 2 guys up. We'll just do that right now, because if nothing else happens, we can make us profit in January and then splash it all out. As Postema wants important. I don't think he's going to be an important player, but I'll agree to that. 5 years. Maybe he can be a winger. Don't see him being an important striker, as we'll accept no release clause. And a decent wage. Welcome to the club, backup man. Bit harsh on the name calling right there. But we're going to go in for our second player right here, the right back in Van Eerwyck. He wants an important role. I mean, I can give him it. Very nice painting, that one, isn't it? Oh, painting picture. definitely not painted, as we'll try and get him on a 3-year contract, except no release clause. Onto the wage, he's on 10k at the moment. I'll offer him a bit of an increase. I'll offer him 15. We're a rich club at the moment, and that is reasonable. He joins the club. Can't wait to see his rating as well. That's a lot going on deadline day, but good business. 77. Not too bad, you know. Unfortunately, Van der Vaart, the youth player, is going to drop out a little bit as he comes straight into the team. Very pacey as well. I did see his pace beforehand. That's something I could see. As all our youth players do drop to the reserves, apart from Van der Brink. Actually, no. Yeah, Van der Brink's going to drop as well. Rodriguez is there. All our youth players are in there, with Stepanenko, the old man, joining them, and Pierre and Berghaus. And then they can be called upon when we need them, of course. Not right now, though. We've hopefully built a team right here that we can use, as De Lang's being loaned out. We spent 74 million, but we've made profit in this window, which is not usual to see, as definitely not for me anyway, profit, as we're going to keep on going. Going to just keep on skipping. I think it's going to have to take a big bid for one of our players to make us sell and to make us buy, of course, because we'd have to get a replacement maybe in for them. As let's keep on skipping, keep on skipping. One more hour to go after this one, and this is usually when you get a big offer in, and there hasn't been. Or has there? There has been 20 million from Leicester for Harwood Bellis. And I think that takes us over as profit margin. I'm just going to accept it. It's above his evaluation. It probably could be a good player for the club, but he's on the bench at the moment, as hopefully it goes through. Maybe not in time, but who knows? Will it go through in time? Only one way to see. It didn't, right? It didn't go down in time anyway, so he's going to stay at the club. Just knows I actually want to sell him, as Rodriguez got an offer in for him. 15 million for an aging player. If he leaves in the next window, that's a good deal. I'm going to accept that. Yeah, getting rid of another one, as we're getting one promoted as well. Mike De Conning is going to be promoted to the senior squad. The magical rating, as Spezia wanting Danilo as well after the bell. Nothing's going to happen. And Rodrigo has agreed to leave, as Danilo, 80 rated, right. We're starting to rack up some 80 rateds, even though we let an 80 rated out. As I looked at him when he was a free agent, my scout didn't finish in time. Look how good that guy is, Bryce Salazar. I wish I would have bloody got him. And Makigev, he's another one I looked at, to try and get a Russian buddy in for Safanov. But it didn't happen, as we're almost on to the next game as well. As sharpness is down in the team, but it is Hercules Almelo up next. I'm going to play it. I need to try and shoot myself up this league. As I'll make one change. I'm going to start Potsema. And can I try and change him to a right mid somehow? If I push him down, we do, but he goes even lower rated, so we'll keep him out on this wing. Can Danilo play there? Danilo actually can play on the wing, but Danilo's a bit taller, isn't he? Yeah, but he's faster. And Potsema's better at shooting. I'm going to keep Potsema up front then. Okay, you don't have to ask me twice. Both new signings starting, as it's Safanov, Van Eerwyk, Mosquera, Doki, El Karauni, Cubas, Hamer, Klaassen, Danilo, Potsema, and Said Benrahma's moved over to the left. And Hercules Almeida team, I don't know if I've played these before. It's Freisel in goal, Van Ruij, Thiago Moreira, Kodesner, Rente, Berzorg, De La Torre, Schufts, Lawson, Villiet, and Merlin. I've literally thought about scrapping saying the names of these teams, because I just can't. I just embarrass myself, don't I? But we're going to keep it up. We're going to hopefully keep our form up as well, even though we've drawn 2 games in a row. It's unbeaten, and unbeaten is what counts, right? I mean, bit of a stutter there. Yeah, unbeaten is all that matters to me, as Hammers one to the other side of the field. I've used that joke about 500 times now. As Benrahma tripped, nothing given for that though, as Moreira picks it up in the centre of defence. He's going to pass that into Canosta, as now Villiet over the top into Berzorg. He skips past us. He's got a ball in the middle there, doesn't opt to use it. Onto Rente instead. De La Torre. Heard him at another club. I can't remember where though, as Berzorg has it again. It's into the middle. It's decent football from them. Why can't we tackle them? Villet with a shot and Safan over the save. 10 minutes in, they almost took the lead at the Johan Cruyff Arena, but we've got to get this corner out. It's not over yet. Villiet to put it in. They're going to win the header. We've got to get that away. Klaassen put it straight in their path, and Safanov has pulled out another Amazing save as Danilo, the centre-back, running on the right wing, where the other Danilo should be, but he's not there as Hamer now into Podsema, tried to counter-attack. Podsema quite poor. Not what I wanted right there as Said Benrahma gives it into Klaassen. He's going to cut backwards into Cubas. Cubas to get that out to the new right-back Van Erwijk, who does a good ball inside to Hamer. Now Danilo running through. Danilo, that was meant to be a straightaway pass. He is not playing that well this season, I've got to say. Is his mind on something else, like a move? Who knows, but I'm not enjoying it as El Karauni has it again into Cubas now. And into Gustavo Hamer. We've got a run on this wing from Danilo. This is the proper Danilo, the pacey one, the tall one who's actually whipping it into the smaller player of Podsema. But we're going to win the corner, and it's going to be Gustavo Hamer to take this one into Mosquera. And, ooh, keeper almost palmed it into his own net. Defender on the line blocked it. So they're going to look to counter from it as well. Merlin with a chip over the top into Larson. El Karauni with a good tackle right there into Mosquera. Into Said Benrahma, into Hamer, into Klaassen. It's good passing here, but we still need to get around them as that is a poor challenge. Almost half an hour into this one, and they're still already hacking us down as Cubas. Going to give one out wide to Said Benrahma. Benrahma tries to go for the overlap and pulls it off into El Karauni. Can we whip one into Podsema for a debut goal? Goes up for it, leaping. Doesn't get there though. And now Hercules to try and counter-attack on us right here as that's a ball over the top into Berzorg. It's into Merlin. That's not a good tackle, Mosquera. And it's in the back of the net. Safanov got a hand to it but could not save the number 10 shot. A terrible tackle, Mosquera. I mean, he did well to get to it. Knocked it straight into their path. 1-0 down. Not what we want against 11th place. Look at this. It's a good tackle. Or a terrible touch, don't know which one to say. Safanov got a hand to it, maybe should beat that away, but doesn't. And they've scored on the counter against us. As that is a gutting one, that for us, as Danilo passes it into Gustavo Hamer. And look at that for a foul, that is dirty. Send him off as Mosquera gets the ball straight away to Cubas. Cubas into Hamer. Need to look for an instant reply in this one. I don't want to take this all the way to a draw as Podsema's in there. It goes through to Benrahma. Benrahma on the edge to Klaassen. Still passing it around. They've got all the defenders back now and Hamer to shoot. Freisel saves. And Larson with a run right here as well for the away side. Just before half-time. Don't let them get two as it looks like he's time wasting actually. Time wasted in the first 45. Okay, as Larson gives that into Schufs. Don't let them turn. They could get a second here. Villiet blocked. Delator tries to get there. El Karauni chips it over us. It's an embarrassing 1-0 trail at half-time. We have to try and get past. Not a fan of this, boys. Cut it out. Two new signings have been average. Needs to be better. Needs to be better from absolutely everyone as Berzorg. He goes to whip one in. That's actually a decent ball as well. Back post. Larson. And Safanov with a save. I can't believe they went for a shot with that. They had men in the box lining up. We didn't have defenders lining up. That's a concern as Danilo cut into the left-hand side right here as Cubas gives it into Podsema. Podsema now, we're going to go all the way to the right. Klaassen, one more. That is a good pass into Danilo. He's going to shoot across net and what a save, Freisel. That is an amazing save from the keeper, I've got to say, as Hamer's going to cross this in as well. Podsema leaps. And that one's saved. What a stop as Van Erwijk heads that one down as well. Podsema now into Cubas with a little nutmeg, but nutmegs mean nothing when you're 1-0 down as it's into Larson, into Schufs, tries to pass that across. Van Erwijk with the cut out, but still not got the ball back comfortably. It's Schufs into Violet. Violet hammers that out to Larson. Larson back in the middle to their playmaker and Hamer to get it away. Still not convincing enough for me though. I am not happy with this performance as we're going to chip that over the top into Klaassen. David Klaassen on the run. Heads it down into his position. Can he try and cut inside? He can a little bit. Gives it to the edge of the box into Cubas. Almost choked there. Into Podsema with a shot and it's gone in. Level. Debut goal for Podsema. Shoots through bodies. Quite lucky, but we're back in it. That has been coming. Finally. We've got it. It's a little toe peg through bodies right there into the back of the net. Good goal. Just need to keep on going with it as that ball's going to be ours into El Karauni. Quick pass into Safanov and Mosquera across into Danilo. Look at that. Look how dodgy that tackle was. They tried to take me out right there. Not having that at all as now Cubas into Klaassen. Still going to attack at them. Podsema tried to whip a ball across but tackled again from their players. They are playing actually very, very well as it's out to Berzorg. 20 minutes to try and get a goal. And Violette with a ball over the top as well, looking for their striker, who's unfortunately for us ready to pounce. Over the top from us though, Podzema gets a touch on it. He's actually got this ball. Please shoot, and he scores! How has that gone in? It's 2 on his debut right now. Podzema is the man. He's turned the game around by himself. Great finish, that one. Did not expect it to go in. The boy's all over him. It's a chip over the top. Beats the defender to it. Shrugs him off. And that was kind of at the keeper, but it's still gone in. I will take it all day long. Ajax 2. Hercules 1. And that should save the day as Guido Rodriguez across the field into Danilo. It's round the corner into Van Erwijk. Can we even get more now? We're playing with a bit of confidence. Finally, Van Erwijk, the new player. That is a terrific ball if we had players arriving for that one. Just need to see out this win that we thoroughly deserve as Podzema beaten to it right there though. Our defence has been immaculate since the goal. I've got to say before that, we were shocking. And at the start of the second half, we had a little bit of doubt, but been strong apart from that. Like, made every single little tackle. Won every 50-50 as Conesta puts that across into Volette. Won it right there as well. El Karauni, the left back, in a good position. Benrahma went to play a 1-2, but tackled. And De La Torre whipping a ball over the top. Van Erwijn with the header away again onto Danilo. And we're not gonna take it slow, but we're gonna try and be smart with this, as David Klaassen is the opposite of smart at the moment. Merlin has the ball. Please don't let them get anything from this stupid mistake from our captain. It's out wide. It's them on it. We've tried to slide in with Van Erwijk. We haven't got it, but it's gone straight through to Benrahma. On to David Klaassen now. I'm surprised he didn't clip there, because that could have been a red card. That was a terrible challenge from them again. Podzema losing the ball though, and they're still going to come out as it's Larsen. Tries putting around the corner. 2 minutes added on. And then added on time on that, as, come on, we just need to see this out. Schuffs gives it back. Moreira into Volette. Volette over the top into Larsen. El Karauni with a tackle. Come on, see this out. Guido Rodriguez. And there is the whistle. Game, set, and match from Podzema. Brilliant performance from our striker. And we do grab all 3 points in the end. Little bit of a let-off, but I don't care. I say nicely done, as it is Europa League time next. And you know what? I don't really want to play this today. Browse jobs as well. I've always got to browse jobs. Is there any good ones going? They're all in our league. Hang on. Fulham. There's a championship club right there. There is a championship club who are in 2nd position. That's a big chance to go to the Premier League, you know. Oh, I mean, I said I wouldn't move. I said I was a little bit happy here, but they've got some decent players like Rugani. They've still got Gazaniga in goal, and they want to win the league title. They've got a good budget, and it could be a chance to break into the Prem. I'm torn. But for now, For now, I'm going to let you guys decide. That's what I'm going to do. I am actually going to end the episode after only, yes, 3 games. So we've had deadline day, of course, and all that business. So we'll go with this. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future. That is all from me. Look very sweaty in the camera, but I didn't realise that, and I just can't help that. Take care in a bit, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.